Hello and welcome back to Green Money Momentum, where we talk about market movements, making money, and money momentum. And wow, this last week with BigBear.ai was absolutely nuts as the stock went up 116% for the week. Coming into the trading week on Monday, the stock was valued at $4.07. And at the end on Friday, we closed at $8.81. So this stock gained over 100% in value, doubling a lot of investors' money. And so now new investors getting into BBAI may be wondering, is this a good spot to invest into BBAI, or is it too high? I've also seen online the word meme stock be thrown around now with BigBear.ai, which is pretty understandable, as anytime you start to have a 100% gains in a week, the term meme stock is going to be attached to that stock. But what I'm here today to do is do my technical and fundamental analysis of BigBear.ai, talk a little bit about the news, and also mention why I don't think that BigBear.ai is a meme stock and why I am very bullish on the big bear. So I'm going to be doing all that today. But before I do that, I want to say, as always, that this is not financial advice, and I always recommend doing your own due diligence before making any financial decisions. So let's hop into it. And so if you're just looking at BigBear.ai purely off of the technical analysis and not doing anything but the technicals, not looking at the fundamentals, the news, you could look at this chart and say that this is a very scary position to be, and that you should sell out before the major retraction. As we've seen any other time in the past, when there was a nice volatile uptick towards the upside, BigBear.ai did have some sell-off. So it happened here at the beginning of the chart down in 2022. Then we started to see some moves towards the upside at the beginning of 2023, and then it fell flat again. And so many investors are starting to have a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I'm seeing a lot of folks in my comments section mention that they are waiting for the next big pullback for BigBear.ai. But I want to encourage investors to zoom out, look at the big picture, and let's see what's going on with the company. BigBear.ai just a couple weeks ago announced that they have a new CEO. He was already part of the company, but he just became the new CEO, and that is Kevin. And Kevin has a background in government and business, and what makes most investors very bullish, including myself, is that Kevin not only has that background in government and business, but he worked closely alongside Donald Trump during his first administration, as he was the acting Secretary of Homeland Security during the first Trump administration. And he was also the Commissioner of U.S. Customs and Border Protection. And so with that being said, we've been talking on this channel, what BigBear.ai needs to do is gain more government contracts to gain more value in the stock. And well, that's exactly what they did this week. So this news with Kevin is about a week old, but even more recent, BigBear.ai is soaring off the news that they got a new U.S. Defense Department contract. With Kevin being the new CEO and having ties back to Trump, there was a lot of anticipation in seeing what BigBear.ai could do next. And well, Kevin and BigBear did not disappoint by getting this contract, and Big Money responded very happy with this, as they're throwing a lot of their capital towards BigBear.ai. So we did just see, this article tells us here, that some big capital firms did just add more capital into BigBear.ai. So we could see with this first capital company here that they increased their stake in shares of BigBear.ai by 28.6% in this quarter. And so now they own 2 million shares of the company. We also have this other firm right here. They added to their stake 16%, and they bought an additional 276 shares of BigBear.ai. We also see that this financial group also has added to their stake, wow, this is crazy, by 699%. And now they have just added an additional 174,000 shares to BBAI. So BBAI is not just getting big money invested into it, is not just getting retail money invested into BigBear.ai, but what also could be seen as a positive is that when we look at the insider trades for BigBear.ai, we could see that recently there has been a lot of acquisitions acquisitions of the stock. So Kevin is on here, as well as some other insiders with BigBear.ai. But yeah, so we got a lot of acquisitions of the stock. So you could bet that these insiders are going to be holding for the long term. And it's great to see that they're already gaining value on their shares, as well as all us retail investors and the big money as well. So this is just a great time for all us investors who knew about BigBear.ai and are getting in BigBear.ai early. Like I say, we have retail getting in, we have big money getting in, and now we are seeing the most volume that we have ever seen from BigBear.ai. So we have this chart on the right zoomed out. This is the volume chart for BigBear.ai, and it is at an all-time high. So more money is being pumped into BigBear.ai more than ever at this current moment. And the reason why that is because, like I was saying at the beginning of this video, BigBear.ai is not a meme stock, and I do see BigBear.ai gaining even more value in the near future and the long future. And that is because BigBear.ai has the two magic words attached to it, and that is intrinsic value. With this new Department of Defense contract that they just locked down, this just further adds to the case for BigBear.ai that they are a front runner for AI intelligence and defense for the United States government. Now, like we talked about with Kevin as well, he also does have ties back to the border as well, so he has worked there. I could see a future potentially where BigBear.ai's face scan technology that they use at the airports starts being implemented at the border as well. So with BigBear.ai, they are just a top defense and AI company, and I just know over the years that they're going to continue to pick up contracts like we just saw here. And so what BigBear.ai really needs to do, that's my bull case for BigBear.ai, but what the bears will say is that BigBear.ai has consistently lost money. They've been below all the Wall Street expectations for revenue, and they have also had a negative earnings per share. So when we look at Big Bear's financials right here, just looking at their net income, we could see that every single quarter they lose money, and every single year has been at a loss as well. But as I always say on this channel, when investing into great stocks or plays, sometimes these stocks or plays have been underwater, and that is currently the best time to invest. Historically, like looking at Tesla, for example, they were losing money every single quarter and every single year up to a point, I believe, in 2021. And when they flipped that, the stock went even more hyperbolic. And so BigBear.ai is in that same position that Tesla was back all those years where they were losing money. They're having to put a lot of capital and investment towards the innovations and the AI that they're producing. So of course it makes money. It takes money to make money. And that is exactly where BigBear.ai has been. But also with the company, the most important thing to look at is cash flow and their future earnings. And I believe with this Department of Defense contract and other contracts that they're going to get in the future, they're going to be flipping that negative earnings per share and revenue before we know it. It really is just a matter of time. And if anybody is looking at this play just real short term, thinking, oh man, I think it's going to go from 8 to 6, or oh man, I want to buy this pullback, I recommend just zooming out, having a long time horizon, and really thinking again about the intrinsic value that is behind BigBear.ai. So again, as I said before, I am very bullish on the Big Bear, but I would love to hear what everyone else has to say about this stock in the comments section below. So please drop a comment with your thoughts. Please leave a like, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Money talk.